chapter 6, which is a reunion with your body in 30 days. And you talk about the three pillars, which are diet, detox, and stress response. And this, again, this entire section was amazing. It's so filled with very specific, actionable things, as well as case studies and stories. So for those of you who are listening or watching, go out and buy the book. Just this section itself it's such a fabulous blueprint that's going to help you. But with that said, let's share some critical insights into these three pillars. And I love that you say prescription level commitment to these 30 days. Talk about that as well.
Yeah. So, I ask any of my patients, that can be a bit hardcore and a bit heavy handed. And I think there's a place for that, for commitment and discipline. And I'm also finding, that the protocol that I present in the book is the exact protocol that I've used with patients. It's the exact protocol that's in my online program, to the extent that, my partner was reading the book next to me one day. He's like, wow, you've really given away the goods in this book, haven't you? And because I know people can operationalize it. I mean, I couldn't from a book, but people have, and I know that the determined and ready individual can get this information and do it themselves. And so the pillars are quite basic. It's this dietary template that is summarized as an ancestral template that's restrictive of these addictive foods, so whether it's the grains or dairy or processed sugar, coffee, alcohol, and really just leaves you with food, with whole food, natural salt and lots of filtered water. And then there's the detox element, which is really most relevant for those on medications or with severe and disabling chronic illness. This is one of the greatest gifts my mentor left me, which is his particular instructions for coffee enemas. I'm very, very protective of that. And so if you're in that kind of a situation, I believe that you need community and you should not be doing this alone. And trust me, I've learned this the hard way. So that is sort of an introduction to the use of detox as we do in Vital Mind Reset, where we have a community for people who, pretty much the only community, as far as I know, for people who are going through the process of medication taper with many other side benefits. But there are certainly other methods of detox and means to, empty your bucket that also involve conscious consumerism, right? So using your body's technology, but then also looking around, how are you relating to the lotion you use, to the air you breathe, to the water you drink, to your relationship to your Wi-Fi in your house, and just beginning to bring an I, right? And some of these things take a long time. I just recently, I've been in this for 10 years. I just recently wired my laptop for the first time ever. I finally was ready. I said, I'm done with Wi-Fi and I'm just going to do it. When you're ready, you're ready, So I present these tools, the last of which is the relaxation response or meditation piece. I present them as a toolkit, to be used when you're ready for that month of your life. I think it's a sacred portal. And I think if you come to it with a level of commitment that is probably the first time in your life you've ever turned toward yourself and said, I care enough about you, to do this, then the results can be absolutely game changing. And to the extent that shocks me, I mean, I have an entire team of clinical volunteers, doctors and medical students who are writing up the cases that come out of this protocol. I mean, you hear what I just described. It's not that revolutionary, but when you're sending what I call a signal of safety to the nervous system from all of these different degrees, and you're doing so from a mindset and ethos of empowerment, which obviously the whole first part of the book is in the interest of kind of incubating, incredible things come online and your body does the work. We can't engineer it. Like we don't know how to make a seed grow. We can only create the conditions for that to happen. And that's essentially what this is.